This is exactly what it looks like for me to have a no-scroll Sunday. Hi, I'm Natalie, and I'm the founder of Offline Humans. And for the last 3 years, I have been doing a no-scroll day. So today, I wanted to break down what I do to be addicted to being off my phone. Okay, let's spend a day offline together.
Morning, happy Sunday. Oh my gosh, today is literally the most beautiful, perfect day. I'm looking outside my garden. The roses are swinging in the wind. Jupiter's outside having his little morning sunshine, and I'm just like the perfect day to be off my phone, just like live my life. So I'm gonna walk you through what my typical no scroll day looks like. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't done this in quite some time, but I'm very adamant about daily making sure there's boundaries around my screen time. Every single day I'm not logging in until 10 a.m. and then I make sure I'm offline completely by 10 p.m. Only days that doesn't work are Fridays. Sometimes Fridays I slip a little bit and I let myself get out of that routine. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna do a little brain dump. I tend to resort to my phone whenever I don't know what I want to do with my day, and so my first step is, what does the day actually look like? I'm just looking at my Google Calendar too to see if I have anything today. I had booked a massage for Dennis and myself today. That is dandy. I'm gonna make sure I lock that in. What else do I want to get done today? Here's my tiny little list. And now I always plan my day. Sometimes on Sundays when I don't have appointments, I will just kind of go with the flow. I just prefer it because you actually see what you can get done in the day. Now, it's not about being strict with yourself. It's just sort of seeing where certain elements of the day fit in. I woke up late today because I was out late. Okay, we were celebrating a friend's birthday. Have some breakfast. Oh my god, it's so late. Ooh, I would love to walk Jupiter today. Fabulous. So it looks a little something like this. Very free-flowing, but still I kind of know what I'm focusing on today. And then the things that I actually have no idea when I'm going to tackle, I kind of just left sporadic like that. Look at that level of relaxation. You are reminding me of the little things. First thing we're gonna do is breakfast. I did skip church today, but I'm gonna watch it virtually. If you guys have any ideas, this was for Easter, what I should do next. I almost want to be changing this every 2 months, right? This is so fun. It's so cute, and it's made my life happier. Matches the PJs. Cute. Every single Sunday, if I just do something that's for my soul and spiritual, let's say watching church, I just feel my whole week feels fuller. I do want to start having more community again. I used to go to this women's over 60 group and it was the best, and I always felt so happy because you're supposed to be over 60 to be able to be in the group. They were sweet enough to let me in. I just got to learn so much just being with them, who are just more mature, they're wiser, they have really fun advice on life. You really see what my problems compared to theirs zip to nothing, so it really put my issues into my own perspective. For example, a lot of their husbands were getting sick, and those are real problems. This is something I have also been loving to do. If you haven't tried this, you need to try it. Toasted marshmallow literally tastes like Christmas in a cup. I just like to foam this up, and it just tastes so delicious. It makes your morning coffee so much more fun. So on Sundays, I like to have a little bit more fun, and I make sure to give Jupiter, my dog, the exact same food that I'm eating. I mean, obviously give and take. He can't have avocado, so then I'll switch it up for cottage cheese. But it's a fun little ritual I've started, and he has no idea. I don't think he knows what day of the week it is, but for me, it's I just know I'm gonna make him the happiest on Sundays, even though he eats really good. He's like a spoiled dog. Sundays especially, I'm ooh, I get to make food for my baby. I almost feel maybe that's how moms feel. I don't know, I'm not a mom, but once your kid starts eating solids and stuff, Am I getting maternal? Maybe I am. You guys, this looks so good. I'm gonna top it off with some apricot spread, a few other things, but look at this. He's gonna love it, and he's literally waiting right here. My church notes, my Bible. And I also keep just like my journal here, because whenever something just comes up, it will bother me and then I'll want to go write it on my phone. Instead, I'm sticking to analog. Writing little things, for example, I just remembered that I have an ongoing task that my friend Jeanette, I have yet to confirm to her baby shower. This really helps me a lot. Or I'll literally just like brain dump it in here, and then when I'm doing my weekly planning, so I know that it's not getting lost, and also I'm not getting distracted by getting my phone to write a to-do maybe on my calendar, and then it's like, what was I doing again? And then I start scrolling. Let's get focused here.
To the house of the Lord, they flourish. And that's our prayer. We just walking through and so many
So watching my Bible study, but I just wanted to say how interesting it is that the whole sermon is going towards like what you focus your attention on is what shapes your life, which is exactly why days like today are just so important for me. And also I was like, let me do a little treat, because there are no rules, okay? Yes, I could have ice cream in the morning. Like, why the heck not? This is so good. Dennis got it for me. I feel very clear-minded. I think that's because whenever I give myself the autonomy to be on my phone, to scroll, to get caught up in like other people's lives without first listening to my own, honestly, a form of disrespect for myself, because I just start getting so anxious, start thinking of all the things I'm not doing right because I'm comparing my life to somebody else. And I'm very good at not being somebody who is unsupportive of other people, and even I get caught up in like, oh my god, am I reaching certain milestones? Am I doing what I'm meant to be doing? So just a reminder, doing this is beyond just the trend of like going analog. It really is for your mental health, and it really is just for your own well-being. I feel amazing, truly. Like, I feel alive, I feel great. I just feel so nice. I don't know, I'm somebody who's very scatterbrained, so when I have mornings like today where I'm like, I have time, feeling relaxed and calm, like what's better than having peace of mind? My next thing on my agenda is to shower, but I do have like a few 15 minutes in between. I want to go outside, get a little bit of sun, read a book that I've currently been reading. We're gonna start by hydrating. I don't know if I ever told you guys that Dennis and I got this ice machine for our anniversary, and you start to kind of get older when things like that excite you. Or for example, he got a new vacuum the other day, and like we're so excited, like nerding out over that. Wanted to add a little bit of lemon inside of my water, but I do not have any, so let's do a little squeeze of orange. Fine, it's gorgeous. This is like a blood orange. This and a little bit of sun literally feels like summer. Are we seeing these little things? This one and this one. This is the book that I'm currently reading, Let My People Go Surfing. This is Patagonia's founder, and I just love that he thinks really differently. It also has some pictures, and I've like thoroughly enjoyed it. I've been highlighting it. Shower time. We're gonna do a little everything shower, wash my hair. What I've actually been changing is I have been showering now at night. I was gonna sit and just go on YouTube for a little bit. Now, I don't consider YouTube for me to be scrolling, because I'm gonna be watching like long form vlogs. They always make me feel calm. Like, I'm not feeling overstimulated. If anything, I'm feeling inspired. But by my little list, I was like, wait, if I do that, let's say I do that for 30 minutes and I'm really good about getting off the phone, my massage is at 3. So do you see how my time blindness kind of works? So I was like, no, I have to get up, hair mask, body shaved, all the good stuff, scrubbed. I brushed my teeth, lost, and I really want to make sure I have about 25 minutes left, 22 minutes. I don't know why, honestly, showers make me feel so good, so I don't know why. I have to rewire myself to be like, I like to shower. Like, I like this. It feels great. No, obviously I like to feel clean, but it's just the process of it sometimes feels so tedious. And I think it's because I haven't framed it as like a self-care ritual for myself. So here's some of the things that I love and have been using. First step, use some of this. I'm not gonna wear any makeup today because obviously I'm gonna go to a massage, so no need. Really appreciate how all their products don't have fragrance. Like, that is something that for really sensitive skin I just cannot do. Be using this Right About Mate eye cream. This has felt great. Next up, sunscreen. I used to be a sunscreen non-believer, Honestly though, I was like, does it really actually work? But after I went to Japan and I just saw how gorgeous everybody's faces were, I was like, no, there's something here. I've been loving this. So nice. But you know what I like about it? It's really lightweight. It's not oily. I'm somebody who I do love to feel a little oily, but Dennis always complains because I get it on the car and stuff. My hands have been feeling extra dry, so a little bit of body oil. This I do not mind doing more at night. My hands get so dry. I need more oiliness to them. Got this new perfume by Uni. I'm gonna spray it a little bit. I'm gonna do this over my clothes. Sometimes I'll like put it on my hair. Why not? This is by Jizu. It smells so lovely. This is the pink one. I love the lavender. Voila. The goal is to finish up some laundry so that hopefully by the time I'm back, I can just take it out. Something I've realized with today's like no scroll day is a lot of what I'm doing is chores. But the reason being is because I feel that's the first thing I neglect whenever I'm on my phone. Disregard all the things that are gonna make me feel great. And that's a terrible thing because then you go into the week with like no authority over your time and your space, and it's just the worst. Okay, now you guys are gonna see what's under my bed and you're gonna be like, what the heck? This is kind of crazy. So our bed is way too soft and I realized my back hurts. So we took out the hard stands that are under the bed and I've been sleeping on it like that and my back feels amazing. My posture. Just wrapped up the massage. I'm feeling good. I had him focus literally for the full 60 minutes on my back, my shoulders, and my neck, because I think that because I've been doing like social media for so long and just like sitting at a desk, this area is the most tense it's ever been. So I have also been making it a point for me to sit more on the floor and like harder surfaces. In like old school Japanese Chinese medicine, they really recommend you to just be on harder surfaces. I don't know why here in like the West we're very used to very soft beds, soft everything. I just feel like I'm constantly like this, you know, it's like I'm too comfortable, whereas I need pressure points on my body. Let's have some lunch, relax. I'm feeling really good that I haven't like been on my phone scrolling. I've gotten a lot done, which is like the best part, you know. Sometimes you're like, I don't have enough time, and then you're like, where did the time go? Massage. I didn't actually have to put this one down, but got my massage. I'm actually gonna have lunch, a little bit of a late lunch, but I feel really lucky because every single Sunday Dennis's mom makes me food and it's always like Colombian and just, okay, today's a bit plain, but honestly kind of love some soup. I love me a good old soup. This is my dinner. I'm gonna maybe add, let's have a little salad with it. Decided to not be lazy and plate everything beautifully because that's how you actually savor your food. I do not take my phone to the bathroom, which is really boring, but once I gotta go, I just go. Sorry if that's TMI, but I understand why people keep magazines in the bathroom. Matter of fact, I might actually do that because I have a bunch of old school magazines like 17, Vogue. I was a magazine girl through and through. But when I do eat, I have gotten into the habit of like scrolling. Oh hell no, is that a bug? Ugh. Have gotten into the bad habit of scrolling whenever I'm eating. I just feel like food becomes air. Like, where did it go? I am watching a vlog though, and I think that's fine. Watching Ms. Remy. I love Remy. Anytime I'm vlogging again, it's thanks to her because I'm inspired. Like, I didn't give you guys a little update because this is the Natalie and Dennis show after all. Sir Dennis, hopefully when he comes back, he can say hello a little bit more, but he's currently getting his massage. Uh-oh. My goal is that when Dennis gets back, we can have like a nice relaxing time. Other things I do want to get done today that I haven't really checked in on are like my finances, making sure everything's good, our budgets. We do this thing called Marriage Monday, which is basically a little checkpoint. Dennis and myself sit down and we talk about celebrations for the week. We talk about issues and areas of support, and we do check-ins. That never happens on a Monday. That's just what we call it. That's the idea, but it never happens on a Monday. So hopefully it's gonna happen today. I don't know if I've told you guys this, and I don't know if it's a good thing to talk about it early. I'll cut it out if I decide it shouldn't be in here. Dennis and I are planning on building for our Offline Humans HQ. headquarters, yes, basically, like our office space. And that's really exciting to me because we have literally been working from our home. When we actually get our home back and it feels like our home, and then we get to go to the office, it's just gonna feel right. And then we no longer get to like have people come into our home and our home feel like work at all times. I'm just really excited for that chapter. So when that does happen, just know we're moving, guys. We are literally moving, and it's gonna feel like a whole new chapter, and it will be a new chapter. So I'm excited. Okay, just want to give you some updates. So I have so many incredible books. Like, I just saw this cover and I was like, this looks so fun. Look at this. You know, but I'm also not trying to put pressure on myself to do things quicker anymore. I've been doing a really great job at being on top of my habits. So that's all I could really ask for. Laundry is done. Okay, my closet is not a total hot mess, but you know, she could be better. So let's give her a little fix up. One area I'm really struggling with is I have so many shoes that I do not wear. Also, don't want to get rid of shoes because I feel that maybe I'll wear them. Am I a hoarder? These are the kind of things that I will stall for months. Literally for months on end. These are like little hacks that I do for myself. I'll have a basket like this because usually throughout the week I'll be too lazy to go to the laundry, which is literally just down the hall, okay? Go to the laundry and put my dirty clothes in. So this little basket stays here. Whenever I'm like, ooh, this is a bit dirty, let me pop that in there, and then at the end of the week I'll take it over there. Something else I'll do is like clear out my bags. This goes downstairs. Another thing I've done for myself, all these are like mini hacks for my brain. Have a cart, because when you go downstairs, you just get lazy. If I were to redo my home, I would only do one story. The other thing you'll realize is a lot of the tasks that you avoid take longer in your head, but once you actually do it, you're like, wait, this was so simple and made my life like 100 times better. I actually have a dinner this week with Neutrogena, and the vibes are garden party. So I'm thinking this could be one contender. I actually, thank goodness, that's kind of my aesthetic, is garden vibes. This is one contender. Only thing I don't love about her is she's quite sheer. Another option I have is this that I rented off of Newly. Really cute. But I feel like it's not giving like different. I don't know how to explain it. This is like a dinner, you know, a brand dinner. So you sort of want to not stand out, but just look the part. Ta-da! Everything is back hung and nice. Every single week I set a timer for 1 hour and I just focus in on the home and like, what do I want to reset? So I'm gonna do that right now. It's simple. And sometimes it truly used to overwhelm me just to think about having to tackle every part of the house, but if you just set a little timer, it's super quick. You'll see how much you can get done. How you know I love writing. I keep not one, but 4 journals, okay? I have our everyday notebooks in here. Yeah, I like to leave this here so it inspires me to write. This is my prayer / God's miracle journal, which I like to have. And I don't know, maybe just scrappy pages. A bunch of stuff I don't use, you know? So underutilized. Like, what do you guys keep in your nightstand? I need something that is more inspiring. Oh my God, I missed this little guy. This was fun. Put that there, some tissues, a little picture of Joopy.
Hi everyone. I have a bug bite that's so massive. I gotta put ice on. I tend to swell up pretty bad with bug bites. But this wasn't like a mosquito. No, I don't think it was. It was like a beetle, like a weird beetle. If in the next vlog it's titled Dennis died, you know why. Died not young, but at a moderate age. I gotta move you. I gotta get my coffee. Which you said you were gonna make for me.
I'm gonna make it for you.
Nah.
Fridge is actually very clean. I feel like we've done a really great job of having routines and like upkeeping. I think that's the one thing, like if you are constantly just doing a quick little check-in, then it doesn't accumulate to a lot.
We have trash bags?
Yes. Damn it. Well, this morning, Dennis and I both woke up to a kaboom, and it was our mini fridge.
Kablow! Rest in peace, my brain.
Imagine they don't know what that is. They're like, he's a little interesting.
Our fridge is set to like a really weird temperature where it's like liquid, but when you actually start to drink it becomes like a slush.
It's so awesome.
That's what caused the explosion. So I actually had to reduce the temperature, but I don't know what it is about that fridge that causes that. It, like, makes slushy soda.
All right, checking in on the day. We still have a few things I wanted to appoint the day to, but right now we are gonna pack your order. I always separate this by like
Easy and hard.
yeah, just like singles, and then you do the hard ones. Current sticker that you get with every single order. She's actually more beautiful. If you put her against the light, she creates these beautiful like sun rays. Alright you guys, it's time for our walk, and he knows it. How did packing go, honey?
Tired.
It was quite tiring, wasn't it? Got a little bit of sun and a little bit of this boy to walk. Can you guys believe Jupiter's gonna be 10 this year? 10. I need to have a whole party for my baby. I hear when they do that, when they stretch like that, it's like the most amount of love that they're showing. One tired boy. Another tired boy. Oh my gosh, I actually did this too. Feels good. Okay, I've been meaning to do this for some time, which is just clear out my tote. And everything just gets heavier. So I got my water bottle. We're gonna clean this. My keys. I don't need any of this. I'm gonna keep one lip gloss, nails, and then put this back in its spot. I could use these every once in a while. So much lighter. And then a little spritz of perfume. A little PR moment. This brand, Salty Face. That's kind of cool. Dennis actually picked this for me, so that's kind of iconic. Salty Face is safe for sensitive skin. It's a little daily moisturizer. I could always use that, but you know what I think is so freaking precious? Look at this. This is so cute. A makeup bag, I love it. Matcha Dual Phase Cleansing Oil. I actually don't use cleansing oil as much, but recently I got inspired by Dennis because he's been doing his skincare routine. So this looks really fun.
There's a really nice cleansing oil that I've been wanting to use.
Really? From where?
Roche.
Ooh.
Me and my ice bag on my arm.
We're about to have some dinner. Watch a good little show, and then maybe do a very slight weekly reset. Hello you guys. I don't know when the last time we chatted was. I think it was we took Jupiter on a nice walk, and then we made a delicious dinner, relaxed as a family, and I just got hit with like this tiredness. This tends to happen whenever I have very heavy carbs. I'm not really sure. I need to look into my, actually I'm fine. I've done my sugar stuff, but I'm fine. But I'm just always a bit taken back by the fact that just like I freeze and I just get tired. So that happened, and I was telling Dennis, I was like, I need to lay down for like 2 hours. And so we did. I was watching a bunch of vlogs, just relaxing. A few things on the list that I didn't get done, which is fine. That's just realistic. But the last thing we do have to do is we have to do our little weekly plan check. I've started planning on Fridays because if you haven't done this, by the way, you need to stop planning on Sundays. I noticed that I would get intense Sunday scaries. And I would always leave my weekly planning to the last hour of the day, which was usually like around 9, 10, and I'm like overwhelmed looking at everything. So I go into my weekend knowing everything that's going to happen for the following week because I take time Friday morning. I have to do it with like enough energy to just tackle all the stuff, and then I go into the weekend just relax. I've also thought, because I've been getting a lot of requests to do more like how I plan and how I use the Best Me journal, I've been thinking about doing like TikTok lives on Fridays, and then we can kind of plan like our schedules together. I haven't called my mom because I don't know where my phone is because I haven't had it on me all day. So I always call my mom, and I always call my cousin Liza. So it's like, that's interesting. I was disconnected today. Like, I feel good, but I miss my mom, but it's like 10 now. Let's call
I'm gonna get out of this infected.
Let's call my mama, see if she'll answer.
Why would she answer you?
Because I'm her daughter. Ah, claro, hermosa, no te preocupes cuando quieras.
Entonces ahorita te llamo, ¿ok?
Listo, chao pues, mamá.
Bueno,
Bye. The time has come. to weekly plan, okay? This is exactly why I started doing this on Fridays, because it's the weirdest thing. You would think that I am like very on top of this and it comes naturally to me. It doesn't. I procrastinate it. It's the last thing I want to do. Because I do work with other people, Google Calendars is basically the place where we keep everything. And I also like to keep like my social media stuff on Notion. That really just helps me because I can add more stuff to it. Everything Offline Humans is also on Notion. I just have like my content calendars on there, and that's really helpful. However, when it comes to like day to day, I need to write stuff down, even if it's on my calendar. And I find that the process of writing things down just de-stresses me, makes me feel more in control, and so I just feel like I can go into the week a lot better. I have a cute little section here just because, you know, I feel like this just makes everything look so much more fun, where I'm gonna actually jot down my week. Great. So we just did workouts done. Fabulous. The next thing I want to focus on are what are my habits of the week. Now, I've been trying to do this thing called just your automatic habits. Like, what are the habits that you can just automate? So for me, it's always waking up early. It's no social media in the morning. It is, here's the one I'm trying to get better at, is tracking my calories, because I've been finding myself very hungry just at all times of the day. So my protein intake hasn't been good. I know I haven't been eating good, so that is something I can work on. We kept it really nice and simple. I'm not going to overwhelm myself this week, and we're going to overly highlight. Amazing, really quick habits of the week, and then every single night when I do my little journaling check-in and like how the day could have been better, I'll go in here and I'll write my 3 little celebrations. Fabulous, easy, simple. Okay, there's a lot more orders, so I'm gonna have to take a pause on this, wrap some orders up, because my parents and actually Dennis's parents, my dad only does this once in a while, but he comes and he helps us like take everything to the post office so we don't like waste time during work. Here we are back after like a 30-minute packing break. Oh my gosh, it's almost 11. Okay, here we go. Anything that I didn't do, I just add this little symbol for ongoing. So like this, and then bam, we're all good. The day is ready. Left myself a cheesy little note for tomorrow, and we are good to go. Last thing for the night, closing off the office. We did all the packing. I like to put her next to my nightstand so that it's the first thing I see in the morning. Ah, what a day. This is what a day offline does to your brain and your mind and all the in-betweens. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope it inspired you in some way to just some time offline, to not scroll. I personally, my own philosophy is like, you need to have boundaries with social media, just like you need to have boundaries with everything in your life. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you let me know down below. I'd love to ask you actually what your current screen time is, and if you would do this. And if you would, what day would you do it on? For me, the Sunday actually worked out perfectly, so that was really fun. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye!